Bitch don't even know how to go live.
Don't do anything. I had to. I had to.
Live now.
Bitch, is you
Yeah.
drunkity wunkity? Oh.
No, actually, absolutely not.
Okay, you go. You on?
Absolutely not. I promise you, I'm not. Hold on. Let me go back for mod. Hold on. I'm pressing mute real quick.
Okay.
What's up? What's up? Hey, everybody. What's going on? Sorry, let me mute. Hey, Mr. Reese. How you doing? Choose and well, chosen. I don't know why I've been calling you choosing forever. Hazel Worthy, happy. What up, Toya? Hey, Miss Green Eyes. How you doing, baby?
Oh, hold on. I'm supposed to type it.
Hey, Miss Tonya. Hey, my pudding pop. How you doing?
Hey, chat. How y'all doing? Red's in the background. I see y'all though.
Hey, Sadie. Hey, blessings. Sorry, everybody. Peace, my 2 cents. How you doing, Queen? Hey, Candy. Hey, my Becca Wecca. Sunday fun day, I guess.
I don't know about fun.
Sunday fun day. It's time to get some dickety wickety. Y'all playing games now. We start always making a joke.
You're a mess. Hey, my spicy. What's up, baddie? How you doing, baby? Hey, Roz. How you doing? Hey, Sweet Peach. How you doing? Peace, everybody.
Hey to
Coming in.
everybody that's speaking to me. Hey, hey. I'm not really
Erica.
looking at the chat.
What up, Erica?
It's two of Pop. It's two of you, Pop.
Yeah, I seen that. I don't
Hold
know.
on. I'm gonna fix it. Hold on.
Oh,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
there you go.
You should get that together. Hey, Granny at 8. Hey, everybody.
I was trying to fix my too. I want to get on my laptop just in case I gotta.
Hey, Miss Robin.
Shit.
Fix her looks. Open, but Toya is here in the comments. Yeah, I know. I spoke to Toya as soon as she came in, baby. Thank you. I love it. Rich, what's up, baby? Oh my goodness, I forgot to do the giveaway thing. You know I don't follow directions right. Hey, Miss Stephanie. Hey, T. So I don't know if this is how you do the giveaway, but we can talk about that too. All right, mute that. I'm sorry, sisters. Your notifications went off. Shows it out of coffee. Everybody is sleepity weepity in my red voice. Hey, Gloria. Hey, happiness. Oh, she wasn't talking to me. Toya said she was talking to Retta. You must be ignoring her.
Oh,
My bad.
oh shit. Hey Toya, my baby. You know you my baby girl. Oh wait, am I? Oh, there we go. I thought my mic was muted. I'm not even looking in the chat, Toya. You know I fucks with you the long way, baby. I'm in here decorating, girl. Trying to look and decorate.
Hey, Queen. All right. Ashley.
Hey.
Ashley, the woman of the hour. So,
Lord, here I
well,
am again.
first of all, just how are you feeling? That's first of all.
Um, it's so, but for the most part, relieved. You know,
Relieved, you said?
this is never really easy for, you know, nobody. But when things happen, you have to do what you have to do, and just kind of move on with your life. And that's just where I'm at tonight.
Yeah, because it seems like, and I told you, before the live, because I said I have to be transparent. Someone messaged me and said, "Oh my goodness, don't trust this girl." And that's kind of like what everyone is like painting, of you, that
Mhm.
you're just this crazy stalker.
Mhm.
Don't trust this girl. She starts mess. You know what I'm saying? Like, has
Mhm.
that always been the case? Have you heard these things before, or if it's just now all of a sudden?
It really started happening like whenever um it was kind of known that me and Brianna was like, getting to be like friends and stuff, or if she'd like post me or something like that, or anything dealing with me, it started happening, and I just kind of felt like it was always somebody um on the inside, like, and then they would tell me that it had to been somebody from y'all side, but I knew that I didn't have any issues with nobody. And the person that I did, we would actually go back and forth with each other straight up. So I knew that there wasn't no fake pages messing with me. Like, that had to have been somebody that was just jealous and just really didn't like me. And every time I would bring these issues up, I was made out to be like, okay, why is it? You know, every time Bree mentioned her or something, she's coming saying that people are, messaging her a message that was really happening to me. I mean, there's an Allie Wilson page out there that was fucking with me for the longest, and the people that I thought was my friends that I could go and talk to, they was like, okay, this is just, it's always a page, but that's just what it was. So it kind of became the norm with these fake pages and shit.
So, one thing, there's a few questions I have, and some with DMs live, and just some that I want to ask. But I don't. If any
Mm,
time it's overwhelming, please let me know. But one thing that you had pointed out on DMs live, you had said that you had provided. I think you said like $400 when it came to there was I think it was a domestic women's shelter or something like along those lines. Um,
mhm.
and I remember, that being posted. In fact, I even did a video about it. First of all, is that true? Did you provide those items, and why would you be the party spending money on the gifts for the shelter as opposed to your friend at the time?
Well, it was something that I wanted to do. Like, she didn't ask me to do it. I actually paid for the shirts and paid for the gifts and everything. That's just something I wanted to do. I wanted her to kind of, you know, um, get in a more positive light, start doing more positive stuff. I was gonna go on my own, and she had the group, Thriving Surviving, whatever the group is, and I was just gonna go and represent the group. But she said, hey, I want to come and I want to be a part of it, and um that's how that happened. But the purpose was just to, if that's what you're representing, then how about let's get away from the drama and actually start doing something, standing on what you're saying you stand for. And that was, you know, domestic violence and stuff like that.
So you volunteered to
I
be
did.
clear.
Yes,
Okay,
I volunteered. Yeah.
okay, and that's fair. So, correct me if I'm wrong. You said like around April is when y'all began to your friends. Is that
Mhm.
now? Were you prior to the situation that we all knew? Were you a family of like the Truth family and like the family videos, or did you kind of come on board? after that, or did you know them, prior to?
It was after the with them going through what they're going through. It kind of like caught my attention more. I've seen them, do their skits and stuff. So I was familiar um with who they were. I just wasn't, locked in like I did whenever I found out about, what was going on with them in October of last year.
So how did you get involved? You know what I'm saying? Like, did you slide in the DMs? Like, how did we get to this point of to where you're now friends? You know what I'm saying? How did that communication start?
Well, I was when I saw that group that Mixed Styles made, I got in that group and I chatted with them, Mixed Styles, and then she ended up making me a admin, um, and it kind of went from there. When the groups broke up, it was a particular person reached out to me and asked me did I have that um new photo. They was like, "Hey, do you have that new photo of Robert?" Um, it was actually a girl named Samara, and she was like, "Because if so, Brianna wants it." And I'm like, "Huh?" So I kind of like hit Brianna up on IG, and I'm like, "Someone's asking me for a picture. That are you asking for this picture?" And then we immediately got on the phone, and she was like, "No, I'm not. I don't even know who that is." So we started talking from there.
So so there was, now what group was this?
The group. So I was in a group chat, like, so I guess I'm all over the place. So after I left the Mixed Styles group, I was in a group chat with a few other ladies. So it wasn't like a name of a group, it was just literally a group chat.
Okay.
And it was like Amora and a couple of other ladies or whatever. And that's the group that I had got in. And during that time, that's how I ended up talking with Brianna on the phone.
That was girl, that was so loud. Okay. So I guess now I gotta be honest. So there was talks that you were all of these pages once upon a time, because we saw you as like the girl online, in mess, and it's even still gotta be honest hearing like, this is she's behind, these pages. So that's why I'm asking, like, what pages, or what pages were you involved in? And are you fucking Beehive at this point? Are you there? Are you there? Can anyone hear me?
I hear you.
Okay. Something must have happened to Ashley's.
She
Hmm.
must have got kicked though. She gonna be right.
Yeah, I was doing weird stuff.
Oh my goodness. Mm. My son
Just to let
brought me a
y'all know,
bed.
I'll be
Hmm?
posting thank you, Dominica. And for richest things, okay, I think that's back.
Toya, your ass is a whole fool. I just wanted to say that real quick.
Yeah.
You a fucking fool.
All right, Ashley, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I had a
I
phone
guess
call and
it's
hung
just
up.
with getting clarity of like what pages were you, because there's so much, and don't know truth from fact. What
Right.
pages are you or were you, and are you still involved with any pages?
Mm-mm. So when I was a admin for Mixed Styles, I was the Sasha Lloyd page, which I didn't do anything over there. I was just the admin. At that time, everybody was messing like messing with people and stuff, so nobody really wanted to um have their real picture and stuff up. And that's what, for a while that's what I was on that, but then I got rid of that and it was just my real page because I really wasn't, it wasn't nothing, mixed styles. I was out of that, and it really wasn't nothing popping. I didn't know the Bree having a shade room page, so it was no page. I just used to be in a group chat, just talking. Um, it was towards the end, in August when I got the password to the real T, and like I said, I was using that page to like go at it with Amber, but then I ended up bowing out of that page and then never used it again.
Okay. So it was some talks that, again, truth from from lies. I need to know there was some talks too that you were basically kind of begging for the friendship when this all kind of went down and that lie was made about you being, a snake. Was there any? Is there truth to that?
No, I was not begging for um a friendship after that live with the snake. I didn't talk to nobody. Like all of the I never spoke with nobody else. Like I didn't speak to nobody else. The first time the um the snake, um they had the snake was posted and then you said it was taken down.
Yeah, I
um
know that.
yeah, so at that point, the it was a lady that I was friends with. I was just kind of seeing where she was at and where did she fit in with that, because I understand at that time I just had got into it with a more in Beehive, and obviously they had called Shade Room, and she disclosed something that I um something that had went on where Brianna had exposed some personal information on the phone on a three-way call that she didn't know that they were all a part of, and Brianna wanted to get clarity of it. Once she got clarity of it, I guess she was just kind of upset about it, and
We lost you.
StreamYard would want to screw up now.
Right. Actually, if you're talking, we can't hear you. Hey, my Jim. Sorry, y'all, I'm just not looking in the comments. Hey, Mikey. Anybody I missed, I wasn't looking before, but I am now. Ashley, we can't hear you if you're talking. Don't know if it's muted or it's technical difficulties, baby.
Yeah, her circle ain't moving, so she might be. I'm about to say she might have to drop down and get your eagle on.
Why was that just in my head? Hey, Sugar Pop.
That's what the why you get out my head, Chatty.
My bad.
Pac, what you doing? Cooking? Yeah, Pac. Hey, JB, what's going on, baby?
No, I'm eating though.
Yo, how me and my son we go get food or whatever, and he passed me my food and shit like that. I get home and I ain't eat it right away, so I just finished. I open up the bag. It ain't even my food; it's his shit. He all the way home. Like I had my mouth all watered up for what I ordered. Crazy.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry
so
about
you
that,
been.
y'all. My daughter was calling, and then, I don't know. It's like if I answer or something, it just knocks me off. Like y'all just pause. I can't do nothing else.
Yeah, okay.
That's cool. So one thing I noticed, what you like, as far as like you on social media, I don't see like you active, so to say. I don't see you sharing a lot like of the relationship or, and like is that for a reason? Like were you a supporter of that relationship? And was it rumors true that you didn't like him, if that's what I heard?
I was supportive of the relationship. I really was. I really kind of stopped sharing it because, like I said, the fake pages, I got tired of them saying, "Oh, she fanned out. That's the only thing on her page is them two and stuff." So I just kind of like, okay, at the end of the day, I have my own relationship. Like I don't need to be. So I just kind of stopped sharing it. But at and then it got to some point to where I did disagree with it. Yeah, that's true.
When you say disagree, like what made you disagree?
Just the things that I was finding out about him that was really making Brianna sad. Like um I couldn't just be out here just supporting it. I mean, I would want better, that's you're your friend. You want better for her. You want the person to do better and stuff, but it was kind of hurting my feelings like too because I felt like she deserved better.
Now, now, why though? Because from the outside looking in, is this is the happily ever after, and this is the great stepdad, and we see the videos and the so in love and soulmate. But if this is someone that was talking to her several times a day, why better? Like like
Well,
why?
and this is why I have to take you back to why we are where we at. Um, why I was such a snake and why they hated me so much to the point to where they want to see me in jail and want the absolute worst for me. Um, there was a three-way phone call had taken place back in May, and um I gave them the option to come out and speak on it because the way y'all drugged me, they never gave the people a reason why they drugged me. So now I'm here. I have to explain why I got drugged like that. Um, the phone call happened in May. Um, it was really supposed to be the girls wanting to speak with Brianna about the things that Amora was doing that they didn't like. However, as soon as Brianna got on the phone, she was like, "Oh my God, I gotta tell you something." And I'm not knowing nothing. I was like, "What is it?" She was like, "So it's just this big thing." And Janelle spit in my face, you know, and was attacking me at the store. And at this point, the girls are already on the phone, and I'm like, "Fuck." So I'm like texting them like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I did not know y'all was gonna hear this." And then Mad Day came about, which was the other day, and they brought that to her attention. And that's when but Brianna was like, "Okay, don't mess with her. Don't bother her. Leave it alone." From what I heard, that's what she was supposed to say. But then I had got a text message that they were saying, "Okay, they're not gonna drag you up and down social media, but you need to disappear. Like, as if you bust a grape, they coming for you. They calling the police on you. Like, you got to be unseen." Like, damn, I can't even use my own social media. That's how y'all coming. So,
Wait, hold up. When you're saying that he spit in her face,
he
I
spit in
know.
her
I need
and,
to
face.
hear
and
that again too.
wait, so he spit in her face and got physical.
Yeah, he did.
Hold up. Like domestic violence, physical.
Yes, like domestic violence, physical.
Are you sure?
hmm I mean,
Jesus
she
in the
sent me a
room.
picture of her neck and everything.
Up neck,
Wow.
Yeah, like the scar on her neck from where.
scar. Oh,
Yeah.
Ashley,
Wow.
Ashley.
Mm, I'm here. I mean, that's why I got drugged. That's why y'all want me to go to jail so bad. Y'all want to take me from my motherfucking children and do all of this and drag my I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Cathy. I'm sorry. I ain't supposed to be cursing, but I just get really emotional how all of this could have been discussed with me and I wouldn't be here on the
Wait,
panel. But
wait. So what was the like this? That messed my head. What was the
I'm so
reason that
confused.
warranted that?
um it was just she got mad and said like they was like arguing, and I think she maybe got mad and said something he didn't like, and then
I
he
know. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
wait, something he didn't like.
Wow.
Maybe something she said. I can't remember exactly what happened, what provoked that to happen, but that's what happened.
So has he been aggressive? Like, is he aggressive? Is that what we getting at?
Mhm. Yeah.
It's definitely giving aggressive and controlling.
And
Mhm.
I'm still. You're saying spit in her face.
Wow, I forgot about that
Mhm.
part. That's the worst thing you can do to anybody. You like I wouldn't even spit on my worst enemy. You spitting on somebody you supposed to love, that's supposed to be your woman. Listen,
Told you he looked nasty. I
you
don't put
spit
it
on me,
past him.
baby.
And
Listen, I ain't gonna
somebody else.
even
So that's what
okay.
that started with you because somebody else heard. Is that I'm hearing that correctly? I want to make sure someone heard this and she assumed it was you.
No, well, they told her. She knew. I mean, they told her. But then it was a rumor that I was supposed to um contact all the content creators and actually um like all y'all. I contacted everybody and I was supposed to do this. And that wasn't the case.
So basically, and in your opinion and what you've seen, this is not the picture perfect relationship, and somebody is spitting on someone's face, and their reaction when angry is something because you something said something he didn't like or was angry, but that was his response to spit on this girl.
Mhm. That's true.
Do her supporters know this? Because that's very serious. If
No,
they
all her
support it,
supporters know is that I'm crazy. I eat my hair. I'm Yolanda from Selena, and I'm obsessed with Brianna when I really was just a concerned friend. And anybody sit there and try to come after me, the main ones, that's crazy because they knew, they was very aware of it too. Dawn know, everybody that was close to her, they knew. So in no sense of nobody trying to debunk this or come for me. Y'all already said y'all gonna do what y'all have to do with the police. That's fine. Like it is what it is. Like this is where we
Wow.
at right now.
Wow.
Mm.
I gotta be honest with you. I don't even know what to say after that because I wasn't expecting to hear that. And to be honest, like this is what prompted this entire situation.
Mhm.
And with the father, the husband, being accused of this, and you're telling me this is something that's going on current, and we're not
Yes.
fighting for that, and we're protecting him, and
Correct.
he's
Correct.
Now that's DV. That's DV.
now. Were you vocal about this?
Yeah, I cried with her. We sat on the phone and cried with her. And due to the NDA, I mean, this happened before the NDA was signed. There was incidents that happened after that. Obviously, for legal reasons, I can't speak on it. But that was not the only time that this has happened. It's just the time it happened before I signed an NDA.
Wait. That's not the only time. What has happened?
Um, a physical altercation with them.
Oh,
Wait.
wow. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Robert, go get Amora.
Not just that, y'all. You know what? I've been saying all this time that because I read people, I could tell when something is going on, especially based on how it's put out there. I've been saying all this time that this girl been going through what she say she went through. She's going through it now, and you could tell. It's like when she get on live and start crying, you could tell she was going through it. This is a given, but this to this extent, like
And
what?
that's her karma, baby. You done lied about
Look,
DV and
you
you
talk
really
about
believe it.
red flags and
Mm-hmm.
what?
Mm.
This
So
is crazy.
I'm because I didn't expect it to take this turn. I just Ashley and I know with the NDA or whatever. So you know of anything more than anybody the seriousness of saying something. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So this you You feel solid enough saying this that he's abusive and that's
Yes.
you,
Yes,
girl.
and my boyfriend is sitting right here. The one, they say I want to bunk pussies, knowing I have a boyfriend. That same boyfriend that has sat right here while Brianna have confided in him as well when these incidents have taken place. This was we treated her like, like this was my friend. Like, you calling me sis, you're asking me to put my boyfriend on the phone, and you're telling him, you're crying and screaming, can't catch your breath, telling us about what this man's done to you. But instead of keeping it real with me, you text me today saying that you're sending me to jail and you're not going to protect me, and I'm Selena and I'm this and that. You did everything except come and tell why you had those people to do that to me, to silence me. But you didn't do this to him. You didn't do this to Pretty Bree. Y'all didn't drag her. Y'all didn't do all that. You did that to me to shut me up, to protect this man when I was here for you whenever you was going through that. I'm crying for you. I'm sad for you. I'm like, what the fuck? But you let Amora drag me and dog me. That shit could have stayed on the inside. Nobody, I don't know where that come from about me supposed to been going spread that around. They should have just maybe, you know. And then also, I had when she asked me, um, about what she asked me when she called me, and she said she had a conversation with Kevin, and she calls me and she asked me, did I tell Kevin that Janelle had punched on her son Josh? Um,
I'm so,
Oh, what?
um
mhm.
Wow.
Wait.
I almost feel like I need to fucking pause because Ashley, I did not know
Yeah.
this.
I got to
I
Mhm.
hold on.
need, I need
I
some
got to go
control.
grab my drink real quick. I got to get me a
Wait,
shot of
Look,
Patron.
wait,
You know
wait,
what?
I'm
no, wait. Um,
what? The
Yeah.
kids too?
Yep.
hold up, wait. Um,
So maybe she should figure out, maybe those fake pages, that's reaching out, dogging me. Maybe one of them, because the only person that I spoke on this with, which I know she didn't go tell, that was Dawn. She didn't go tell. So maybe a fake page reached out to Kevin. I don't know, but it was true. So
Wow.
they was
Can
trying to
you
take me out so bad. Um, it was what it was.
can you speak on what happened to the son? Because
and
this is mind blowing.
From what
um,
I
hold,
know, he's supposed to have stole some shoes from Janelle and damaged the shoes, and that Janelle got so mad he started punching the little dude in the chest until he started
huh?
crying.
Okay, all right.
For shoes, it's giving broke ninja vibes. Because if you'll do something like that to a child over some shoes, oh my, wow.
This,
It's making me more and more mad at her
That's
because
why. Go
I
ahead,
damn near
sis.
want to cry. Like, I'm serious. I'm not. Let me just mute myself.
That's why baby Amora, with that video that I saw when they was in the kitchen, it was Janelle and them, they was in the kitchen. Baby Amora was scared. She grabbed onto Lauren's leg. Do anybody remember that when they went live
Yes,
and
I
baby
put that in
Amora
my
grabbed
video.
onto Lauren? Yes, she
I
was
put that
scared.
in my
That little girl
video.
was
I've
scared.
been saying that Amora is scared of Clonel because I
Yep.
can see it. Like, bro,
Yep.
I
She
can
was
see
scared.
this.
Yep.
When you've been through DV and you've been through situations, especially if your kids were involved in these type of situations, you know when some stuff is
Yep.
going on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how fake how many smiles they put up. You can see when the happiness is being fake, and you can read people. You know when some shit is going on.
That's
But
crazy.
this shit got me tight because I went through some shit. So for somebody's mother who claimed she don't play about her kids to allow that, this shit is sickening.
The
Right.
truth get your
And
baby,
it's giving
Toya.
putting a ninja before your kids. Because anytime you stay with a motherfucker who do something like that to your child, bitch, you don't give a fuck about your kids.
Yeah, that's crazy. I hope the truth go to the courthouse tomorrow, ASAP.
Ashley, y'all, I'm still a little, um,
My bad for
Actually, are you
cursing you.
sure?
This is a lot.
I'm
Yeah,
going
it
through
is
my phone
because
for real this
and
time.
just to I want to make sure because this is very serious now, Ash. Like you can like
Mhm.
basically you're saying this is an abusive situation, and ugh, and I hate talking about damn kids. Y'all know this on my y'all know I promise you, but this is a situation in which the kids have experienced this in the household.
Mhm. Yep.
Woo, baby, I'm gonna have 2 shots.
So
Did you why did you keep did you tell anyone of the family like you this is just something as a friend where you just you just kept you just kept all that?
yeah, well, like I said, I mentioned it. Like, we was on a three-way call one time. I mentioned it to Dawn, um, or whatever. Obviously, she wasn't the one who went told um about it, but it got out. So, but there's no way I can, I mean, at this point, everybody knows is that, they know what happened to me and all this and that, like, but didn't know what really happened. And then this picture is being painted out on me. I'm just crazy person or whatever, but no. And like, I mean, I was sad about it. Um, I wasn't the only one that knew. Um, after, it happened. Um, those same people that she's friends with, they know too.
Uh, so were these a series of events because it seems like even despite this
Hmm.
like I guess I want to make sure have you bashed Robert? Like, did you participate in that with like calling him abuser and all of this, knowing that?
Not really abuser, just deadbeat, shit like that. Um, not after this, like because we kind of like the last thing that we were doing was, like the little rice award shit like that, like funny shit, but not really about abuse. I just kind of had got away from even talking about that.
You
So
have any
what?
proof for this, Ashley? Like
Mhm.
receipt? Okay. Mm. I just wanted to ask because people gonna be like, "Well, where's the receipts?" Or "Where's?"
I mean, this is what she told me. So, um, I I would be receipts. I guess the dad maybe have to talk to the child. I don't know.
Mm,
But why would I? I mean, I'm not gonna,
right,
get on here and play with somebody's child and make no shit up like that on nobody.
right, right. Mm. Damn, that's crazy. Whew, baby. I can't, yo. That I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Tears to my eyes. I'm over here. I'm really drinking. I don't. It's Sunday. I'm not even supposed to be drinking. Like, but I'm actually having me some Patron right now, y'all, because this is crazy. Whew.
Yep.
My heart. That really hurt my heart. I got kids, my grandkids. Man, I couldn't even imagine. Mm. Especially when you've been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? When I was going through my situation, I had to get my kids up out of there. I couldn't even imagine. And it was their father now. Just imagine somebody else that ain't even a damn father. Like that's crazy. That is crazy.
Did their dad know of this type of stuff? Do you know,
I
or like this?
I
It's
don't
just like
think
a big
so. I
secret
mean,
secret.
I never heard that, that was a conversation with the dad about it. So maybe there was, but not to my knowledge.
So did Amora know of this? Or Bree Facts, any of them knew about this?
They knew about it the night that they were getting ready to go when Amora was about to go and drag me, when Brianna gave them the go to drag me and also contact the FBI on me.
Mm, mm.
So they was very aware.
Okay, so basically it was put out there. Well, she got this. She know this. On me. Let's threaten her with this. So
Yeah,
she.
she actually thought I was somehow, I don't know what happened with that, but somehow she thought I was gonna bring this to a a um a panel and discuss it. And so like I had been talking to all y'all and other content creators, and it was this whole plot to discuss these things. I mean, I'd never had discussed that. That shit happened way in May, with the spitting. I never brought that up to nobody, and we have had, falling outs, and I still never brought that up.
And I never even spoke to you, so I don't know where that came from.
Right.
So.
And to be honest, that's not something that I would speak on, on my panel for those, my real supporters, my subscribers, my members that rock with me. You kind of, know me. So like, knowing that that's not something I would even discuss, because that's heavy. That's real heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Uh,
mm,
wow, man. Um, mm,
So that's why lately, today Brianna has been painting a picture out like I'm just this crazy assistant person, like the lady Yolanda, to try to, do this to me, when like I said, this could have been a private conversation, but you rather people continue to bash me, continue to get to you're reaching out to people who um have did, you know, illegal things, and you're trying to get them to fuck over me, trying to give them, promise them some sort of immunity if they can speak on anything illegal that I did, and promising them some sort of immunity like you are the fucking president or Beyonce or somebody, to get them to take me down all over your shit. You are the one that's, pushing this whole domestic violence narrative, knowing you're dealing with it currently. But you would rather see somebody else go down, somebody else sad, somebody else fucked up, instead of standing in your truth.
mm. Now, what about her father? Because her father's around quite often. Does the father know about this? Because he was very vocal when it came to, the whole
I'm not
truth.
really I'm not really sure. She didn't really even, speak on it much after, so I'm not
Mm,
really sure if, if that was a conversation that was had.
okay. Mm, mm, mm. Whew.
this one just, listen, y'all. This was not. I wasn't prepared. This took me to another place, y'all. So wow.
That's all I can say is, wow, that's crazy. Y'all know me, that's crazy.
So this picture perfect of and great and manifesting and peace and all this. I'm still, you're telling me that this man gets physical with women.
Apparently so.
Mm,
And like I said, so it's a whole lot more, but I think that's just gonna be handled, behind the scenes,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
as it relates to the baby.
Right. Mm-mm-mm.
I just want to put this out there for any creator, regardless of who you support. It should be consistent when it comes to men putting their hands on women. They do not belong on a pedestal. They are monsters. Any man that would resort to harming a woman to the part where she has marks on her neck or spitting, please understand that is no one that deserves to be on a pedestal, regardless of how much you love this person. So if this is true, if it is truth to this, women, I am so sorry. You need to unite on this because there is no way that we celebrate this type of man. Period. regardless of how I even feel about her and things that she does. So you mean to tell me that all this time this man is being protected and he's spitting and putting marks on someone?
Mm, mm, mm. Yes. That's a lot to take in. That's a lot to take in. I'm sorry that those kids have to even go through that, because you know, my honest opinion, I don't think they had to go through that with the truth in that house, but that's just my opinion. And she really should be getting all of them kids some counseling because that's crazy right there. That's crazy. She need to be getting counseling herself. You hold and heal, but you being abused for real.
That's crazy.
Everybody share this live out, please. Everybody share this live out.
Um,
I'm trying to see
to
if
the
I
person
can.
I'm not addressing, spammers, but I do want to point something out that said, "Where's the proof? Y'all going off your word." Please make sure that with this story, when it comes to the truth, a lot of people just went off of someone's word. So I want to be clear there when you ask that question. One, two. I've asked this young lady several times and told her that it's very serious if you state something like this, and she's adamant that not only does she have documentation or something supporting this, that somebody else is witness to it in her household. So I would not necessarily say we're just going off her word, but I will say she's been asked to clarify on several occasions. So let's be clear there. What up, Jaffe? This is the first time I'm good to see the chat. Again, wow. So at this point, Ashley, because I wasn't ready for this, I mean, the floor. Mm, what do you need to clarify or confirm, or what do you feel like at this point, what you need to release to bring you closure and to end this? Like, what do you
I
need to
mean,
give?
that was to be honest, when I first, thought about, how I was gonna handle this, like it was so much more I wanted to say, so many other people that, I felt like I was, gonna throw under the bus for the things that they have said, and have disclosed as it pertains to the things that she has confided in them with. But then I'm like, you know what? It's about me being dragged, Brianna giving them the green light go, just like any other time she's done it, and telling them to do this, and it's like the people needed to know where that slander came from, what started that. And I gave them an opportunity to come and speak on it themselves, but they didn't. Brianna continued to push a narrative out that I was this crazy person that ate my hair, I had mental issues, and everything else. So, only thing I'm doing is speaking the truth on what happened. Why was I called a snake? Why was I dragged and belittled for my 18-year-old to click on a link and question me? I went through a lot, like those last couple of days. My boyfriend is questioning me, like, so those times you were going to Georgia, were you going to really have sex with Brianna? This lady is saying you want to have sex with Brianna. Like, what is really going on? Like, that wreaked havoc in my fucking life just because y'all trying to hurt me and silence me. Whatever y'all gonna do to me, do it. I'm a woman. I gotta stand on mine and stand up on it. And I feel like, she does she has to too. And that's just what it is. And that's all I really wanted to do is just come and um make it clear, since, I'm not gonna sit up and let a lie be told on me. That's why I was drugged like that on Amora's panel, because of that.
And
Um
this is wow, man.
Anything else, I don't know how they're gonna move forward, whatever. Um it's on them. Like I said, I'm ready for whatever. And like, that's just the information I want to share on that. Anything else, I mean, I just have to deal with that moving forward. I'm out of this fucking demonic ass saga. It has cost my life. I mean, it did no good for me. I wasn't obsessed. I was a true fucking friend. The shit just it just was bad. I hope that she, I don't want the bad. I don't wish bad for her. So, um, there you have it, you guys. Truth be told,
Mm,
and I'm leaving. Thank you, ladies.
Of
Um,
course, Ashley.
Even though they say I've always talked to y'all Retta and Lupac, but sorry it had to be so brief, but I'm definitely out of this shit. So y'all have the story. I know y'all about to do y'all thing with it for I don't know how long, so but that's what happens. But I'm gone, you
Thank you so
guys.
much, and appreciate you clearing that up about us speaking to you and all that stuff, because that was a bull-faced lie. I had never had a conversation with you, Pop. You know what I'm saying, Chatty. So it's just like, damn, But thank you so much. Thank you for coming on, telling your truth. We appreciate you, and I hope with this information, the truth can get his baby or whatever. I mean, I just hope after this saga could just be done with.
Content creators, I dropped the link if we need to discuss this,
Oh,
and Ashley,
Ashley,
I know you
wait a
said you
minute.
wanted to.
Pop
Hold
said
on, one
don't go
second.
yet. Pop said don't
Okay.
go yet.
Okay.
Look,
Whew, y'all, I had to get it together. Listen, this is a lot. This is a lot. Okay, so I want to ask you, what did Bree do when he spit on her, and what did she do when he did that to her son, and did Clonel show any remorse?
Um, I can't remember her saying that when this happened, I think she maybe just drove off and kind of like left him at the convenience store or wherever they was at with the spitting incident, and then with the a physical incident with her son, she didn't say anything other than obviously you know pointed out with mainly what the child had done, but she didn't say that either time there was any kind of remorse showed from him, to be honest.
Wow. So
um,
she actually
yeah,
left him for a period of time? Or
Mm-mm.
Mm.
wow.
yeah, I don't want to, my supporters and members, I don't want to leave you guys out, so I do have to ask. Someone asked, how long has this been going on? And I know
um
I don't want to keep you. I know you said you tired and wanted to go, but
I mean,
um,
like I said, that wasn't the first time. I mean, very early on he'd been showing signs of being that type of person, so it's definitely something that had been going on.
and you said early on he showed signs. You were talking about like
I mean,
early.
very from when I met her, like May, April, May, yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Wow.
Mm,
Ooh, this is a lot.
yeah, it is.
This
Damn,
is
and you had
crazy.
to sit through that.
It's
You
like she manifested this story for real. She manifested what she's been spewing out all these months.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
I just didn't understand how she let Amora get her to this point. Like, how you? I'm a woman before anything. Like, don't do that. Like, don't
Hmm.
call out. It would have been cool, to just do a private chat in their little group, and then really just tell exactly why they was mad at me. But to have all these followers of hers, my family and shit, people follow her, and you dogging me like that. Like, you didn't tell the truth why you was mad at me. All you did was use the same thing. That was sensitive information, all this stuff that y'all doing, want to see me in
You better
trouble and
leave him
all of that.
alone.
But I supposed to, just lay down. No, I spoke the truth.
Somebody, y'all gotta mute y'all phones or something.
Yeah,
And
please
people,
make sure you're muted.
So, all right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna let y'all talk to the people. Like this was not something easy for me to do. So it just is what it is. And so I'm gonna just go ahead and drop down.
All right, baby.
all
All
right,
right, y'all. Take care.
you too.
Thank you,
Bye.
Ashley.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Bye bye.
No.
Panel,
Wow.
panel, panel, panel. D Ham. First of all,
Ooh,
I need D Ham. I need D Ham.
Hey,
We
ladies.
need
ooh.
Ham. We need
What's
Trigger
good?
Preacher. We need
Yes,
T-
indeed.
TD Jakes.
Pop
We
the
need everybody.
shot.
What's
TDJ.
good?
Y'all.
Ooh, wee.
Yo,
Yeah, did you hear that, D Ham?
I caught a little bit of it. I tried to back up while y'all was still talking, and go back a little bit and see what all was said.
My,
But
my.
this is what we wanted to come out like yesterday, and we just couldn't press it. We had to wait until she was ready to tell it. Um, it's heavy. It's real heavy, and I knew she was carrying it. But as content creators, um, she had to release it when she was ready, y'all. So it happened on y'all platform, and I'm just grateful that she was able to. It's a lot more she's holding, but I'm glad she was able to release that part without feeling pressured by any one of us. She had to release it on her own terms. She still need to clear her name. Um, and so many other ways that they may implicate her on other things. She's holding, different things that she may know. And I'm just glad she was able to release it, y'all. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's
Yeah,
heavy.
this is
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's why, when I've been pushing the issue on how they've been moving over there, um, they were trying to silence me. Um, they didn't want they didn't want a whole lot of pressure on that side over there. They didn't want no pressure. They just wanted to continue doing the things they do and keep everything in house. But this young lady, they tried to get ahead of it. They tried and try to discredit her. I don't know if it worked for some people that's in the bushes. They may not believe her, but she was there. She was there, and this is her experiences.
Is Jaffe up here?
Miss Bree, first of all, Miss Bree, Miss Lisa. I know y'all, man, ladies. I
Ooh,
dropped the
wee.
link for yeah.
This suck. Ooh, Lord, no. I can't. Ooh, that's too
Kathy, I'll
much.
I'll drop down. I'll drop down.
Drop the link for Jaff.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
drop
I
down.
dropped it. I don't there you go. Yeah, I dropped it. I put it in the chat.
Okay. Okay.
I'm glad Jaffe coming up.
Jaffe, you something?
Jaffy.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? What's going on, good people?
What's good,
You.
Jaffe?
Hey,
Hold on,
Joffy.
let me mute this joint. Okay, there we go. All right, my fault. How y'all doing tonight?
We good. How
We,
you
we,
doing,
we,
brother?
I'm maintaining, man. This shit just fresh. Shit just, you know what I'm saying? Shit just fell down the mountain and shit. You know what I'm saying? I
That's
don't know. Shit, shit got hot. Boy, it's hot. I'm about to take my jacket off. And shit, boy, it's hot.
word. Shit, I thought it
Yeah.
was the Patron, baby. That's why I was
me
hot.
too.
I want the one the Patron. See, the Patron had you a little warm, but see, shit done got hot though now. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, wee.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Like, no, it's. I'm still stuck. Actually, let me. I'm a y'all. All right.
I
They
Yeah,
was.
said
shit,
they could
bro.
barely hear you, Jaffe.
Oh, hold on. Let me turn up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? How
No,
about
I can
now?
hear you. I can
Oh,
hear
we
you,
can hear
Tuffy.
you, baby. We can hear you loud and clear.
All right, know what I'm talking about right there. Yeah, so yeah, I see Ashley. Ashley done finally she done finally got off that damn train. About damn time. She did the right thing, yo.
Yeah, because you covered this in the, you was a beginning, so you were very familiar with, Ashley
That's who
and
came
the
to me.
situation.
When Bree wanted to reach out, when they reached out to me, it was Ashley who reached out to me.
I
And
remember that.
and I'm gonna tell you, Ashley was straight loyal to Brianna, yo. Like she was really loyal to her. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All the way back then, like she ain't it won't no fraudulent faking stuff going on. She ain't talk bad about Bree when she called me. She, you know what I'm saying? She was really firm in her position. But I was too. I was firm in my position. You know what I'm saying? And what I believe. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so, when she reached out to me, you know what I mean? She was honest, you know what I'm saying? She was like, look, I'm reaching out to you because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you can be you impartial, you know what I'm saying? And you'll be able to hear me out, you know what I'm saying? But when that situation went down, it was Nasty Nate. I'ma always call that girl Nasty Nate, because that's what she is to me, you know what I'm saying? She's a nasty, rude, cruel type of person, yo. And when that was going on, she was on in Brianna other ear. You know what I'm saying? Ashley was basically trying to be her good conscience at the time, and she had Nasty Nate on the other side on her bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's wild, Duffy. That's why. That's
That's what was
wild.
going on with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So yeah, that shit wild, man.
yeah. You could tell. You could tell that that's how. A lot of times, Lionia was able to just come over here and try to make peace at times. And it was always Ashley that was right there, standing right by her side, so that
I'm
she
telling
can
you.
try.
Yep.
Yeah,
Trying to dead it. You know what I'm saying? Now she
yeah.
didn't like the truth. She always said, I can't stand him. She said that when they reached out to me. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand him. I was like, man, really at the end of the day, man, I don't feel like he did nothing to her. You know what I'm saying? You know, that was
Hmm.
about, you know what I'm saying? I said I ain't feel like he put his hands on her. You know what I mean? She couldn't really account for that part of it. She just said she couldn't stand him. I guess probably for the shit he be posting and shit. You know, sometimes you know how he is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He be in character.
Yeah. Some people can't stand that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Wow, welcome, Upper to the panel. How you doing, Upper?
Hey guys, how
What's
y'all
up,
doing?
Upper?
Hey chat, what's up?
What's good, Upper?
What's going on? I'm not gonna be up
Hey,
here
Upper.
long. Hey, I'm not gonna be up here long. I just wanted to come up here because I wanted to say that I think first of all, prayers to Brianna's children. That's number one. I also wanted to say that this new information that's coming out really does show us, or it shows me what I thought already. It validates what I already believed. And that is that I believe that it was not about protecting Brianna against anyone. It wasn't about DV for them. It was never about that. It was always about trying to have Brianna to be in the best light and to enable her
Yeah.
on. And I think that's a very toxic thing to do. I also want to prepare ourselves, the ones that's been over here fighting for Robert Hampton and the supporters for Robert Hampton for what's to come, because I believe what's to come is don't be disappointed when that side tries to once again debunk and discredit Ashley and say that she's lying again. And don't
Yeah.
become frustrated with that, because that's their tactic and that's what they're going to do.
Yep.
But we heard how genuine she was. She didn't want to say it. And when it takes somebody this long to come out and expose something, she did it because she felt like she had to. It's not because she wanted to.
Yeah. So basically, she's over there. So basically, let's get a recap real quick, because I ain't get to hear the whole conversation. You know what I'm saying? Of what she was saying to y'all. You know what I'm saying up here.
She, from what I heard, said that she got spit, or Janelle spit in her face and
Mm.
beat the one of the children. I don't remember which boy it was. If
You think that's the real reason why they in therapy?
that's what I've been saying. because they've been trying to. I hear an echo, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's me.
I think it's
Um.
D.
Okay.
I think.
But that's what I've been saying. I've been saying for a long time that Brianna's trying to put out this narrative that these children need therapy because of Robert and what Robert did. And everybody on this side obviously has been saying, well, Robert hasn't been in the house. And when you guys
Right.
first separated, he seemed the baby seemed so happy to see him.
Right.
The footage that he just put out with baby Amora showing up at the front door because she didn't want to go to school. She didn't look scared at all. She actually looked excited. Um, but you guys know what? I am not uh in the least bit surprised. All of this stuff has been in our face from the beginning. Even when the video came out where Janelle was using the baby as a tactic to
Yep.
harass Robert Hampton on that skit, and the baby started crying and they thought that was funny. That showed us right there that Brianna is not going to protect those kids against anything that they
Right.
are being used for the wrong reasons. Right there in our faces, we see abuse in on Janelle's part, correct? Because
Right.
that's abuse to do that to a child.
Really,
Even
really.
if it was a joke, that child doesn't know that it's a skit. So we're seeing in real time him misusing and abusing these children right in front of their mother, and she's sitting there and allowing it.
Let me add this though. It ain't just Jonelle. That's both of them abusing the kids. That ain't just Jonelle.
Absolutely.
That's her too. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
How the hell you allowing this man? How you even? How boy? Hey yo,
Jaffa, you
I,
telling the truth now. You telling
yo,
the truth.
that's that. Yeah, right.
Eh,
So you know what I'm saying. Usually, you know what I'm saying. You know, at the end of the
So
day, it's both of them. Definitely.
so basically they trying to paint a picture that they're a perfect couple while at the same time they're still trying to make it seem like the father is has been the boogeyman in so
Right.
many words.
Hey, let me
Right.
just address Trigger Preacher is in the chat, y'all. Hey, Trigger Preacher, how you doing? We need you,
Hey, Trigger
baby.
Preacher.
Hey, and
Yeah, trigger,
everything that Trigger Preacher
trigger
came up
preacher.
here and said on Lupac's live, it seemed like since the day Trigger Preacher came on Lupac's live, stuff started getting exposed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Have y'all noticed that? Like it after that, stuff start coming out. Stuff start coming out. So
Yep.
it's some powerful people over here on this side. They think it's a game. But we've been saying from the beginning, there's some demonic forces in this story. And
Absolutely.
anytime a mother can sit there and watch her child be abused, and anytime a mother can post it, and I'm not even talking about the
Yeah.
abuse that Ashley just revealed, but I'm talking about the video that we saw. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go back and watch it just to analyze it. Anytime a
Mm-hmm.
mom can sit there and enjoy watching her child be abused for a skit, because that's what was happening in that video, y'all. It's not fun and games. That was
Right.
abuse. And
And I want
people,
to.
I think,
Okay.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You weren't finished.
I think that because this story has had so many twists and turns in it, that a lot of us even have become desensitized to what we're seeing. And that was a big thing that they posted that video of that baby being done like that.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'm not. I won't. I'm gonna be honest. I won't do since that shit. I ain't gonna front, man. This shit triggered the fuck out of me, yo. Cause just being in something, I'm telling you, this shit like so eerie to me because my situations that I've been through in my life, it's fucking crazy how the similarities. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? The similarities. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say, Trigger Preacher, if you've been listening and you heard what was shared, if you have something to add to that, because I feel like you opened the gates on this, you're more than welcome. I left the link, and I just want to add, like with something so serious, and I did not know that we were gonna go here, but for whatever reason, she chose my platform to release this. I want it to be noted that not one of this side, so to say, has mocked this situation. For the lurkers or bushwalkers, bushwatchers, play close attention because the chat is showing maturity. It's showing that this is a serious situation. We've not bashed this girl. We've not laughed at this situation. So when it comes to this side being taunted as immature and things of that nature, multiple creators on this side has opened the platform for them to speak, and we can't say that that's been mutual. And here in this situation, even despite of our feelings for her, we as adults know that this is a very serious situation and have expressed concern and maturity. So let that be noted.
Yes. I'm gonna get down, guys. I agree with Chatty 100%, and I'm gonna finish listening to y'all. I really hope that Trigger Preacher comes up on the panel because I really want to hear what she has to say too. So I'm gonna drop down. Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna be in the chat.
YouTube etch.
Okay.
Mm, 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 mm.
Wow.
Sorry you guys have to go through that, Toya.
Mm-mm.
I know that hurt hearing that. You know, your nieces in that household witnessing that stuff.
So that's why the baby had to go to therapy,
Mm,
seeing all that stuff Jonelle done.
mm.
I'm Trigger Preacher. I dropped the link in the chat. You're gonna see a comment from me. You simply click on that link and follow the steps from there. So this comment that you see from Chatty Cathy, that's gonna be a link. Just simply click on that and follow the prompts from there. You should see it right now.
Chatty, you need your own radio show. You need a straight up whole radio show on Clearwater Radio. What they call it
I'm
now?
working
I Heart.
Yeah, yeah. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard.
You got the talent to do that. Like,
I
Yep.
appreciate you, Johnny.
yeah.
Love you, girl. Somebody said, Chatty, this is the time we need to move as a platoon. Please tell us what to do. I want him away from those kids and even Bree.
Members, we'll have our conversation about this. I think certain things, we can't say.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
We're
I
certainly
don't.
gonna have our conversation.
Who said that just a minute ago? Was it Upper that said that?
It was oh, go ahead, Jaffa.
About how they gonna try to react to it, how they gonna try to
Debunk
take
it.
they're gonna try to debunk it and devalue her what she said. But it's all about Brianna keeping up her image at this point. She's trying to uphold the image that she's happy without the truth. I don't believe she's happy. I'm willing to bet she missed the hell out of the truth, man.
She
At this
does.
point, them being spit on by the dude and this, that, and the third. Like, the truth might used to talk that shit. Might used to talk a good game, you know what I'm saying, when he get agitated or some shit, But ultimately, I bet you she missed him because this guy actually doing those things that she said, man. I hate to say that it's a bad karma thing, man, but it is, man. It's bad karma, yo.
I agree, Jaffe. And the reason why I agree that she misses the truth and she want her husband back, and that's why she's dragging out this divorce, is because if y'all pay attention to when she goes live, though, especially those emotional lives, she's like, you could tell her mental state is not there. You could tell she's going through it right now, but she always finds a way to sub the truth, knowing that she's talking about Clonel, because I feel like she's blaming the truth for the situation she's in now because he left
Right.
her.
Yep.
I
That
agree with
makes
you,
sense.
sis.
Yep.
And some
Yep.
women do that. Some
Yep.
women
Right.
do that. And that's why she's still bitter and she's still holding on to it and dragging the truth all over the internet, because she literally manifested this for herself. And I hate to say it because this is a sensitive situation and topic, but this is karma. This is
Definitely.
how karma really works. She
Definitely.
manifested, when you start telling lies of that magnitude, karma comes around 10 times stronger. And the fact that you're actually going through what you said you went through, what you lied about, is crazy
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
in real time. And I feel so sorry for them kids. I had got triggered, y'all. I had to get off because I was crying and everything. Because I've been through a similar situation and I had to fight and pray my way out of it. It was nothing but God. So I know how, like, and when you playing around with it, like you not trying to get out of the situation, that's what makes it worse. Because you're supposed to when you become a mother, you're supposed to put your kids first
First,
all
yep.
the time, especially in these
Yep.
situations, because they didn't ask to be here. So if you're not protecting them, who will? If you keeping those type of secrets, then y'all, it's bad. Like if you
She
really
didn't
holding
want
these
to look bad though, sis.
things
She
now,
didn't want the world to know.
But exactly,
Yeah,
but
and what
listen, that's when the manipulation comes in also, because it makes me think about the situation with the baby girl. Now, this is a secret. The thing that Gatlin said happened to the oldest son, Josh. They're keeping, the kids are being forced to keep that a secret as well. That's
Yep.
manipulation. Because it makes me
Yep.
think about the situation. So if she's manipulating them to keep this secret even from their real dad, then imagine what's going on with the baby girl and the Latrue situation.
Yeah, everybody, I want to welcome Trigger Preacher. Join the panel. Trigger Preacher, are you there? My
I'm
sister.
here. I'm here. Can you
Hey,
hear me?
sister.
Hey,
Hey,
y'all.
Hey,
Yes,
Trigger.
blessings. Happy
ma'am.
Sunday to you.
Hey.
Blessings.
Hey,
Amen.
Trigger Preacher, have you heard? Did you hear what took place?
A little bit. I don't know. Just a little bit. I don't know. I think I went to D Ham just a little bit earlier. It's so funny because I was talking to my husband right afterwards, and I believe D Ham had a young lady that was on there that had a connection with Bree and was said some things were getting
That's
ready to
her.
hit the fan. Okay.
That was
So
her. That was her.
okay. Okay. And so, yeah, so I heard that. And when I heard that immediately, the first thing I said to my husband, I said, look at the devil. And I said, this is what we have to understand. Like, he doesn't play fair, number one. And so what typically happens is because Bree is considered what we call lukewarm, that means she's trying to play both sides. And what typically happens is this. The devil don't want nothing to do with you, but what he's going to do to you, he's going to use you. He's going to bring you up to a high standard, but he's going to have somebody who's going to be fully dedicated to him to take your spot. And so he's bringing her up only to destroy her and to humiliate her. And then the people that she has around her, she's grooming them for the next spot for the enemy. And so that's exactly what's happening. And so we are going to see this destruction start to take place. And then her homegirls and the folks around her, the least expected one is going to take that spot. And she's going to begin to work in that kingdom at a whole nother level. And so this is what's really happening. And so I just told my husband, I said, she don't even know what she's gotten into, but because of the love of money, because of that God called mammon, this is about to destroy everything. She had no clue that the things that she went after is now was about to destroy her. And unfortunately, like you said, woman of God, you said that this is not something that we want to happen. Absolutely not. But when you go to this level and this magnitude, you're gonna reap what you sow. There is a consequence for what you have done. And I told my husband, I said, this is big because God is pulling us in from all directions. This thing is huge. I don't want y'all to sleep on this thing at all. As the viewers, this thing is huge. God is getting ready to use this to make an example of the enemy for every bit of baby mama, from every wicked woman that has ever came up against a man in such a wicked way. This is going to be an example. And Bree is going to be an example. You know, when you go to court, most people get out of those court cases because they are able to use prior cases that people won in. And so you can go and say, well, court number doc 5678 based off of so-and-so versus so-and-so, they beat this issue. So if I want to beat the issue, I got to use the same doc number. And so this particular case is going to be considered like a doc number. It's going to be a number for every bitter, baby, evil mama that wants to come against and use these kids to destroy another person's life. You gonna know that you don't even want to go that road because it's going to destroy you. And like you said, as the man on here, I think all of us, if we're 30 and 35 plus, we've all have experienced this. Like we ain't new to this. We have experienced this when nobody was talking about it. Why did God choose the truth and Bree's situation? Why? Nobody knows but God. But he chose them. And he chose them, and this is going to be a monument. This is going to be a
Come on.
monument for all of the evil that has been taking place, that's been hid up under the rugs. We talking about R. Kelly. We talking about Diddy. Baby, put this in the same category. Because while we talking about men that molested women and abused women, now it's time to talk about the women who had abused men. We're using the court
Yes.
systems. We're
Come
using their
on.
kids. So what we get ready to see, all of it is coming up. Everything that was evil, that was hidden in the dark, is starting to come to the light. And so Bree is going to be an example. When God get done with you, you're going to be the example of what a
Hello.
woman should not do, because the odds going to be against her. You got bloggers on here. You got folks on here that's giving up their life, their time, their space with their family. You ain't going to be able to come to these platforms and do nobody wrong without not being exposed.
My
Talk,
God.
talk it, talk
Hmm.
it.
My Lord.
Trigger preacher, you
Amen.
on it. You
My
on it, girl.
Lord.
Ooh, them
Trigger
chills, baby.
preacher, I just wanted
Baby,
to
want
this
y'all to
give
is
you
I
a
want to
understand.
heavy.
also.
video
I
message.
do want to know. The truth sister came on the
Trigger
panel.
preacher.
Toya, Toya, you there?
Mm.
Hey,
Is Toya
Toy.
here?
Hello.
Hey, Toya.
Toya.
Hey, I was talking to Trigger Preacher. I was letting her know I listen to her page and I love her message, man. She is a strong,
Hey,
You cutting
godly
out,
woman.
Toya.
I don't know why. Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear her clearly.
I said I was
Hi,
telling
Toya.
Trigger Preacher I love her page. I love her messages, man. She a blessed woman, and I can hear it in her voice.
hey, Trigger
Amen.
preacher.
Oh,
Listen.
amen. I want to say bless you to you. You know, just because I normally, follow, we all have our certain people that we follow. But since this has been happening, I tell y'all, I go on Sage. I go on that Sage in the City page and to see what's going on. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I saw you on there talking about some girl that was talking about you and your kids. And you
Yes,
know
I
what?
did.
And let me say this. I say the realness about you is real. You
Right,
don't have to be fake because when I wasn't in God, I wasn't fake, number one. Let me tell you.
right,
And when I was in God and still was going through, I kept it real. I'm going through. I got these 3 kids by this baby daddy and blah, 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 blah,
right.
blah. And I was like, listen, I ain't married to him. And I got caught up with this joker, but I kept it real because nobody can expose you like you.
You
And
better
so
say
when
it.
when you hear real, I did here for 20 years. You right, Toya, keep the lace looking like whatever. You know why? Because at the end of the day, I did more women here who thought they was fine as wine, but they inside was corrupt. They look
Yes,
good. They
Yes.
talk good, but they
yes.
inside was jacked up. You couldn't trust them as far as you can throw some of them. So at the end of the day, whatever it is, be you. Whether the lace is crooked,
Right.
whether the lace is straight, whether whatever you going through up and down, be you. And that's for all of my
The
sisters.
whole
And
time.
whether you
And
want to
I
be
say that
fine
on
and
a day-to-day basis on my platform. Be yourself. I don't care if nobody don't like it. Be who God made you to be because he made you that way for a reason. We ain't meant to fit in. We're meant to stand out and be who we are supposed to be, not be like one another.
absolutely, but it also gives God an opportunity time to perfect us. Let me make it clear. Because when we try to look the part before we become the part, we only fool ourselves. We faking it. So
Right,
I want you to see me in my process because it's real. And so
right,
you can understand that I may be here today, but this may not where I be the next 6 weeks or 6 years from now. It's a process for wherever God is taking you. And you have to be okay with the process. There may come a time where you have to elevate to another level because you're going to
right.
a next level, but you got to be okay with the process.
Right, and that's
Right.
why I am trying to change because I used to get on here and go ham on anybody, but I have tried to change because I know I know for a fact God working on me. I'm not perfect, but I'm a work in progress. I have changed a lot of things about me, and I'm still changing on a day-to-day basis. I don't want to get on here and change the topic, and I don't want to hold up everybody's time, but I did want to get on here and say like what y'all said, what Ashley said about my about what happened to Josh. Like that's really scary for the simple fact my niece Amara is there, and that made me feel like that's why she don't want Amara to go with her dad because she's afraid Amara's gonna open up to her father. I hope and pray Robert get custody of Amara ASAP because if he's doing this to the boys, there's no telling what's going on behind closed doors with the girls.
That's a fact, sis. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
And DSS was called on me for nothing. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
somebody need to be investigating what's going on with these kids. Do the father know? Have he been enlightened on what's going on? Is he going to get his boys? Because if Brianna's hiding this, there's something really going on. There's issues.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, struggle preacher? Can I say
Yes,
this?
mhm.
I just want to say this to you right here, real quick, right?
Wait, did you say struggle preacher?
Oh, that's what I said.
Daddy
I meant
said
trigger preacher.
that.
damn,
I was about to
motherfucker.
say, did I have it wrong?
Hey, no, I had this shit wrong. Damn, I do. No, I didn't call you that. I ain't brand you, did I?
That's all right. He been saying the SHI word all day. He just trying to he mixed it. That's all. He just mixed it.
Man, hey, look, listen, right?
Yes.
You was just saying some things right then, yo, that was too real. It was chilling. I'm gonna be real. It was very chilling. Like you don't understand. Like we need you, yo, and it's real.
Amen.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you.
Amen. Amen.
I'm telling you for real.
Amen. Like I say, I've been through these things. Like I'm from Detroit, and I don't say that like it's anything else other than where you can go.
You had to been through it.
But
You
yeah,
had
but
to.
I like I told them, I had I had two fathers, right? One got shot 19 times, and he dead out of here. Well, my son was in my stomach. One went to prison for natural life. I dealt with street dudes. All right. I grew up dealing with street dudes. I grew up calling myself in a gang called Wanted. Women and niggas taking everybody down. Okay. When you look at the New Testament, Paul was a Christian killer. God don't go get somebody to change the essence of who they are. He just changed partners and give them a different direction. And so a lot of times, I tell people, I'm not over here because of you. I'm over here because God saved me from me. Because I was that person that will come to your house with a 9mm trigger preacher
Come on.
and will bust you upside your head and do all of that. Right. So God didn't come and get me. I told people the best thing he could have did was come and got me because I was a threat to you. And so, but God understood that I was also a threat to myself for where he wanted to take me. And I thank him because he turned that thing around and put a love in me in a different type of way. And so, but I watched that. I watched my cousins and I watched them at 10 years old go out and do robberies. I watched these things happen. I watched pretty much 80% of his squad get killed. Okay. So this is why this thing touched me, is because of the fact that you don't know who you playing with. And at the end of the day, this is why it touched me, because I said, the truth is nowhere near a domestic violence kind of guy. I can show you those all day long. They in the prison. My child's father has already done 23 years in prison. All right. And so he would tell you that a lot of men in there for killing women. Killing women. So you don't play with men and their emotions because they're not like women. They react.
You are one. Listen.
You
are 100%. Can we go past 100? Can we go past 100%? 1,000,000% right. I'm telling you, it's different.
Yeah.
That's facts, Joffrey.
So because I understand this and I understand, what I grew up around, I tell women, like, you can't play games with men like that. You can't do that. Like, you know what I mean? I had a situation that I had to get out of, and somebody said, go get a PPO. I'm like, no, you don't go get no PPO, because a PPO don't stop a killer. It don't stop a domestic violence guy. It doesn't stop a demon. So no matter what that paperwork you get, you got to pray and ask God to show you a strategic way to get out. Some people have called you to get killed. And this is why I say this situation, when people try to tell you how to move, you move and you don't move the way the spirit is leading you to move, you can fall into a trap. And so this is why this situation is so important, because Bree have gotten so many people's lives involved in this thing. And when you do the research, it's facts. All y'all have covered this thing. All you bloggers, I commend you. I pray for you guys. I mean, and I ask God to continue to cover you all, because he's preparing you all for even much greater. But this right here, like, you know what? We don't got to wait till no channel 2, 4, and 7 come and get us. We coming together because we see the evil at work. And at the end of the day, this thing is real. This thing, men that's going through this right now, not knowing what to do. They not handling it like the truth. They like, I'm about to get her head blown off. I'm about to kill her. I'm about to find a way. You know what I'm saying? To do these things. And so a lot of times we're speaking for other women that don't understand, like, your life is at stake right now because dude not playing with you. We saw that video, I think about 2 years ago, where the guy got on live and he's like, look, y'all, I'm about to go kill. You saw
baby
that?
mama. He was going. He said, I already unalived my girlfriend. I'm going over here to my baby mama's house now. He said he was outside her crib. He said, I just did something stupid, Joe. Yeah. I just unalived my girlfriend. She was threatening to. She said she was gonna take my kids away. I was just talking about this story today, yo. Yeah. I was just talking about this today with my friend. Yeah. Yo, he said, I'm going over here now to my I'm over here in front of my ex-wife's house now. He said, I'm gonna do her and then I'm gonna do myself. And then she was coming out the door. He said, oh, there she is.
Oh yeah.
He said, there she is right there. Hey. And she tried to go back in the house. He ran in behind him. He said, today is the day.
Today is the day.
You heard.
Sure did.
You heard. That video so chilling.
That was it.
Sure did. Sure did.
Oh, yes, he did.
You know what that was doing to him? They done drove him. Listen,
crazy.
They had him in court saying he did this to his kids. Had him in court fighting for custody of his kids. He couldn't see his kids. Then the girl told him, "I'm gonna do the same thing she did to you."
Yeah.
Man, he snapped.
Yep, he snapped. And the guy was a nurse. So and he was
Yeah.
a nurse, had a good job. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
kid was even a little bit older. But what people don't understand, the way the society we are living in now, mental illness is on a rise. Not
Mm-hmm.
just I mean through the food, and we don't get on top, but through the food, through the air, through the chemicals, through everything they're doing. People are not the same. And so you can't do people any kind of way because they only take their mind one time to snap. And the thing she's done, God gonna use this. He ain't want her to die in it, but he about to use this to make an example so other people can live after seeing this exposure.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, trigger preacher.
Yep.
I think
Trigger, you
we
be
have,
triggering me, girl.
girl. Can y'all hear me? This is
Yeah,
D-Ham.
we can hear you, D-Ham.
What D?
Listen, trigger preacher on it. Listen, I'm telling you, and Jaffe on it. Me and Jaffe came when I first got in this. Jaffe would pull me up. We were the only two men that were really in on this thing. That really, it could have been more, but I know he was the more vocal one, and he would want to get my opinion on some things. And I'm telling you, we've known about a lot of our friends, a lot of our cousins going through bitter baby mama drama.
Man.
But this is the first time we've been able to see it on display in this
For the world.
fashion.
Yeah, for the
Correct.
world.
Yeah,
This is a typical situation.
Yes,
And in reality, this happens every day to
every day.
absolutely.
somebody, somebody going through this outside of that, you know what I'm saying?
Right now.
In this exact moment, man. And man,
And Jaffe, you know what? Not I'm sorry to interrupt you.
you good.
I just left California on my birthday last Sunday to go to Texas because my son is going through the same thing right now. And
Absolutely.
he told me he was gonna unalive that girl.
Yep.
So I had to fly to get him because he's like, I'm tired of the courts. They not doing what she lying.
Man.
And
But let me help y'all out a little bit more. Let me help y'all out. Let me be real transparent on here. I got married 5 years ago, and my husband went through the same thing.
Mm.
And y'all know Trigger Preacher. This is who I am. But guess what? I never said a mumbling word to the girl. But she went to the courts and said everything that I tried to do, and I never said a mumbling word. To this day,
preacher,
I
and that
don't.
happened to me last week.
Come on, let's be honest. We're gonna be honest. That's why I said this is why we're involved. We see this too much. And you know what my husband said? I don't want to deal. I ain't gonna deal. And that was the best a choice he had to make. And we're gonna keep it 100. Like this is real. I'm grown, I'm too mature. I got too much to lose. I'm like the truth. And most of y'all, I got too much to lose. So guess what I did? I had to block things years ago, and I never said a mumbling word. You go look at my court sheet; it's clean. But I remember a day it wasn't, and I want to keep it that way. It's clean. So we see this happening. We see the line. And I mean, to me, because I hadn't been in no drama, I had been absent for 5 years. And I used to make it clear that when I got with somebody, they couldn't have no baby mamas, no ex-wives, no nothing. So when I had my last 3 kids, they daddy, we had them when he was 30 some years old, and he had none of that. So I wasn't used to experiencing nothing like that. But then, so when you have somebody going in the courts and lying and giving your number out and calling you and texting you from 30, 40 Google numbers, you're like, who does this? You know what I mean? And you're sitting here like, wow, the wickedness of these women. I mean, and will get in a court, will put on a smile on their face and dress
Sure
it
enough.
up and will say it with a straight face that you are abusing them, that you know
It's
that this,
crazy.
I
It
mean,
is
we
it is
seeing it, man.
crazy,
I
yo.
got a partner friend of mine that been through that. I'm telling you, he went through that. The girl and her mother helped her carry the lie out with the children, and child protection services came in and put him on an investigation for a year. Took his devices and everything, and he couldn't see his kids for over a year until
God
they
almighty,
till they
man.
came to some conclusion if they were telling the truth on him, and they end up having to tell the truth later down the road, but nothing happened to them. They just lied. He
It
lost
ain't
out with
nothing.
he was in fear to even be around his children for years. He was traumatized after that. He didn't
Listen,
even feel comfortable being around his kids after that.
listen, nothing ever happens to these type of people, yo. I was facing 16 years in prison, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Behind some excuse my language, y'all. Listen, behind a lie. Like this girl made it like I was doing X, Y. I did this to her, and I
Mm-hmm.
had did nothing. Try to destroy my image and everything, yo.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and the whole time I'm sitting back, yo. It all started because um when we was together, right, and the rent. I didn't want to pay rent in this place. We had mold growing up under the cabinet. So I said, let's get another place. But because my name wasn't on that lease and she had got that lease without me, right?
Right.
She wanted to keep this place. So long story short, I was like, I'm not going to continue paying rent here. I'll go get us a whole nother place. I'll pay for it out of pocket, right? So she got
Mm-hmm.
mad at me, you know what I'm saying, and said that, and she wigged out, man. The girl wigged out, jumped out the car on some while the car. To this day, this shit fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? To this day, this girl jumped out the car while the car was moving, got on Facebook, told people. Well, hold on, let me take it back a step. I was taking her to her parents' house. She jumps out the car while the car is moving. I tried to grab her and pull her, I didn't believe she was gonna do no crazy. I wasn't going that fast, but fast enough, damn it. You know what I'm saying? Man,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
by the time I pulled on the side of the road, yo, her dad called the police, right? He like, did you push her out of the car? Like, hell no, I ain't push that girl out of the car. So she get up, she come over there, and the police, by this time, the police come and everything, right? And
Mm-hmm.
she didn't say, the police said, did he push you out this car? And she was like, no. He ain't do that to me. He ain't do that. I did that. You know what I'm saying? So later on, come to find out, she done got on Facebook telling the world that I did this. You know what I'm saying? I got people calling me, asking me this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I ain't did nothing to this girl. Later
Right.
Right.
on, she ended up, after that situation happened, she ended up coming around me. She stole $5,000 from me. Stole 5 bands from me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Got away from him. We did get into a little situation after that, right? So long story short, I end up in court. I end up facing 16 years because I'm a felon and I got felonies and shit. So they try to hit me with habitual felon and all this other shit, right? I had to fake like I wanted to be with this chick, yo. You know what I'm saying? Do you know how disgusting that felt? They had to fake like I want to be with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Just so that I can get out of going to court. Man, the minute that court shit was over, it was over.
Yeah.
Never no more.
Mm-hmm.
Never no more. I ain't, boy, listen. That
Yeah.
was a rough situation, to
Yeah.
go through. That was rough.
Yeah. Yeah. You've been through that. You've been through that.
Man.
And let me say this, trigger preacher. I mean, the spirit that's on this story, right? It
Hmm.
drew me. It drew me in, and I felt the need to. I understood the spiritual warfare that was taking place
Absolutely.
with this family, the demonic attack that this whole family been through, right?
Right.
So, and I look at our society as a whole, how it is now gearing up to really just go after any heterosexual male
It's
that's
crazy.
on this planet.
Right.
And you got the Me Too movement. It's starting all over again. The statute of limitations. People are coming out with all kind of stories. Not to say that some of these men don't deserve it,
Right.
but
Mm-hmm.
it just seems as if it's so easy to take down a man
It is, yo.
without any evidence or proof. They just can
Right.
say it happened and then boom, there it is. You
Right.
know, and so although some of these men have been they well deserved, they need to go down. They should have been went down.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe that a lot of good men can fall victim to that spirit to take down a man, and then you have some good brothers that may get caught up in the collateral damage of how society view men. So my my position is firm. I'm
Right.
I'm fighting against the victim, whether you what no matter your gender, but I
Right.
also
Mm-hmm.
understand the spirit that's on the man. That is almost like when Jesus was being born and King Herod wanted to take out all male child.
Yeah.
It's almost that same spirit
Yep.
to kill the man. We
Yeah.
looking at police brutality, killing our unarmed black men, and choking out, beating on our unarmed black sisters. It is a spirit to take out people that you understand what I'm saying. Men that they want to separate. They already try separating us and making us our homes broken. Now
Right.
here are men that want their children being a, and they're saying no. If she said this happened, it happened, and it's almost believe all women. And I'm telling you,
Yes.
That's why I'm in this story. That's why I'm here. And I'm telling you, I'm not. I'm telling you, I understand what my position is. I understand why God has me in this story.
Amen. Amen.
It's rough,
Amen.
yo.
Yeah.
One
I
more.
agree. I think that's why we are here and we're all coming together because, again, like you said, Jaffa, earlier, that you all are getting a chance to see this firsthand on these particular screens through them. You're getting a chance to see it. And I think it's waking up a lot of people. You know, this is probably one of the biggest things I see happening on social media right now. And it's waking us up. You know what I'm saying? It's waking us up because right is right and wrong is wrong. However, somebody chooses to live their life, that's one thing. You can choose to be gay, straight, cripple, whatever you want to be. That's your choice. But
Right.
what we cannot accept is wickedness towards an individual.
That's a
You know what I
fact.
mean? And that's a fact. You can live how
That's a
you
fact,
want.
Jack.
You can do whatever you want to do. But what we cannot accept as a community on these social platforms is the wickedness of an individual. And you can see the wickedness from a mile away. You know what I'm saying? So you can see it. It's obvious. We have to continue to stand together this way because I don't even talk about things like this. I'm talking about preachers and pastors and people that go to church. You know what I mean? That's pretty
Right.
much what my messages typically is about those who know to do what is right and don't do it. It's about all the deception that the church has fed the people. So I got church members mad at me
I
because
know that's right.
I've come up under all the deception that has
Mm-hmm.
been, and that's why I told you it's so funny how it came around because I originally started with Kevin and didn't even know nothing about the truth, but I was in Kevin inbox telling him not to turn, not to turn from
Right.
Christianity.
Right.
And because I understood his pain, I understood what he had went through because I went through something similar. So I'm all about justice. So for this to pull me in, and I'm typically talking to the church folks over here, like, come on now, y'all fake,
Right.
y'all up here having sex 7 days a week, praising and all this foolishness, and then and the pastor pimping and lying. That's typically my message. That's typically who I talk to, all the fake church folks. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That
Right.
that that becomes a stumbling block for so many people. You know what I mean? Putting burdens on them that they're not going to carry, telling us to tithe all our money. And I like what I did hear Kevin say earlier. He said the right words. He said generosity and donation. Because when you at a church and they telling you to tithe, baby, that ain't what they tell the government that you're doing. They tell the government that you're giving them a donation. And
That's right.
and when they're telling them that, they're doing a tax write-off with it. And
That's
so
right.
my word teaches us to give as God has purpose in your heart, and give, and it should be given unto you. And so when I understood these concepts, that's typically I'm about justice. And so when this pulled me in, and I was like,
Mm,
hold
mm,
on, you
mm.
taking me off my platform to come over here because you ain't gonna do like that. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna do one of my brothers like that. You're absolutely out of order. And
Man.
yeah, God has to handle this thing because it's just
Uh-huh.
totally out of order.
And I'm on assignment. My whole agenda as of late, even I know Jaffe had fell off the scene just a little bit, but he was holding it down. And I mean, I when I first started my platform, I'm like, "Where you at, brother?"
I
Because I'm
had to
thinking,
fall back, brother.
let's get this thing, But I really wanted to target my energy towards this beehive that have been causing this mayhem, causing this.
But
I mean,
stop.
flexing their power
DM,
like
stop,
that.
stop 1 minute. I want to address that. I'm glad you said something. You triggered me, right? You said
Hmm.
Brehab. What individual is stupid enough to even associate with a beehive to be Brehab? We
Girl.
already understand the assignment of the beehive. We
Mm,
understand the
mm, mm.
call. People preaching about it. We understand getting people up under this hive. You got the audacity to imitate a beehive and say beehive. And like I said, the difference is she understands her assignment. She knows who she's working for. She has an altar built. She has the little voodoo doll and images in her presence. She knows, and it is validating her. But what Bree don't understand is you just connected to something that's about to destroy you. You don't play
You ain't-
with our God. That's
you
what you
own it.
don't do. You
You
don't
own it.
you don't put our God in the midst of light with darkness. The Bible says that how does light fellowship with darkness? It does not, for the darkness cannot comprehend the light. And so anytime you're trying to put dark with light, baby, you jacked it up because God gonna stand out the most and the devil gonna destroy you. You can't mix them. They don't mix. You can't play under the dark and then come out in front and try to be the light. We can see it clearly. The blind leading the blind. And she got to know, baby, if we could put our hands on you, we probably would, but we can't. We got to fight this thing in a spiritual way. But if you really, you don't understand the powers and the authorities that's been given to the believers. And I told y'all a couple days ago, it's all, I'm telling y'all, bank on the word. It's all coming down. I guarantee you, it's all coming down. Y'all about, and I told y'all before, you about to see some things y'all ain't never saw.
Hey, you told us in that prayer you prayed. I promise you that exit prayer you prayed. You prayed against the principalities and wickedness in high places, and you prayed against that thing, and God began to reveal and expose and uncover. I'm telling you, every word that you prayed in that prayer, it went through. It went through the airwaves, and I'm telling you, the enemy began to tremble because it started unraveling. It
Yeah,
started unraveling the minute that prayer went up.
let me tell you, 2 days ago or 3 days ago, I had a dream about five blind, wicked demons trying to come to me. They were conjuring up in a dream. And by the time I said what I said in the dream, them jokers they were deteriorating.
Mm,
They were
mm, mm.
deteriorating and left. Bloody, blonde head, wicked, demonic blood coming out, about 4, 5 coming. So whatever you sending, they deteriorating. Whatever you sending, they deteriorating. Their bodies are deteriorating. Whatever you sending from a beehive, I guarantee you, they are deteriorating. They are deteriorating. You're gonna hear that they're deteriorating. You can't play with what God has blessed. You can't curse with what God has blessed. But you also can't bless what God has cursed.
And that's the thing, and my thing is if Brianna had any wrongdoing to her, you do not take matters into your own hands. The Bible says the vengeance belongs to the Lord. See, when you take matters into your own hands, this is how it turns out. You wanted this family to suffer. You wanted that man to suffer. And since he couldn't suffer the way you thought he would suffer, you end up doing these deeds behind the scenes and causing this affliction to come to this family. And so when you know that you're gonna give it to God, give it to God. And that's even to all you content creators. You ain't gotta sit here and battle nobody based on who you are and what you represent and what your principles and your standards. When you take your hands off of it, God gonna put his hands on it.
Amen.
Let me just say this real quick. Everybody, please hit that like button. If you in the chat, hit the like button. 310 likes, and we got like 800 people in here. So please hit that like. And if you would like to support our host, her Cash App is going across the screen. Thank you guys. Appreciate you.
Support my girl Chatty Cathy.
Yes,
One
yes,
time.
indeed.
Amen. Amen.
Support her. Yo, this is amazing, man. Hey, I'm so glad this stuff coming out, man. And then listen, Nasty Nate must go, yo. Nasty Nate must go, yo. She is deceiving and conniving, yo. She's a liar, man. Listen, I bet my arms and legs on this woman is a liar. She literally gets on her panel and make up shit. Excuse my language. Once again, I curse.
Right.
Look,
You ain't
she's
like the cursing pastor, are you? That one that told me he the cursing pastor on
yeah, what's my
Facebook.
man name? My man to get out there. He said, "Oh, y'all get the hell on. I don't give a damn. I don't give a shit." He be
That's what he
cussing out
said.
there. Yeah. He be
That's what he
going
said.
in. But yeah, listen. That lady is listen. She is. If anybody talk about anybody doing anything for money, she is manipulating her audience for money, yo. She's literally manipulating them for money. Literally. She's
Now,
a
who
manipulator.
is Nasty Nate? Is that one of the ones that tries to speak for Brianna?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's Nate.
Yeah, she said, "Who nasty Nate?" Yo,
She the one that don't. She the one with the bald face. Her face is completely bald. No eyebrows, no eyelashes, no nothing. Just bald.
I'm trying not to laugh now.
She got her head at the top of her head remind you of a red microphone cover. You know what I'm talking about? When you put it on top of your microphone when you finish so you don't spit in it and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's what her head look like.
You always gotta have a Peter. This is Jaffa. You always gotta have a Peter on the side to say, just put the sword down, Peter. Just put the sword down.
I'm telling you, yo. Yo, listen. That lady right there, yo, is she literally gets up there and manipulate her audience. She literally lies to people. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, like, if somebody having a position on what they believe and having an opinion on something, that's one thing. But to lie and deliberately manipulate people, that's a different kind of level. That's
Oh,
different.
wait a minute. Kevin said that's the one that said, you know what? It's so funny. She said he hired Trigger Preacher. I wish she did. How much did he pay me, Nasty Nate? How
Oh
much
my
did he?
God, yeah.
Cause I sure didn't get. I didn't get the money. I didn't get nothing. Kevin, where my money at? You owe me some money. I
I'm
mean,
not
listen,
even messing with
listen.
that.
She saw a video. I don't pay them videos no attention. I'm quite sure Kevin don't either. Kevin had came out years ago with that he no longer is a believer in Jesus Christ, something like that. But that video went viral. That's when Kevin started taking off. And I being Trigger Preacher, I got up there and I was debunking Kevin Wesley. And I was saying, no, you wrong. The Council of Nicaea this, the Council of Nicaea that. And so I was talking about him years ago. And of course, Kevin fans came on my YouTube and was dogging me out, And so that thing got about 2,000 views in 2016 and 17 was real high then. That was you were popular then. And so that video got about 2,000, 3,000 likes. It's on there somewhere. And I used to laugh. I go on there and laugh because Kevin Wesley folks was talking about me like, shut up, girl, you looking cute, but you don't know what you're talking about. You stupid, And so and I laughed at it. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I understand people like who they like, but I'm serious about what I believe in. And so I did see somebody go spread something about, oh, look, they came on my page when I did that first video on my page about the truth in Brianna. And I did the first video, Bree had it flagged and said it was a copyright infringement. I didn't argue with anybody because I was just getting into all these things. I just went ahead and, let them take the stuff down. But somebody got under that post and was like, hey, look, she knew Kevin Wesley. We saw her. And I'm like, what are you? Like, you're right. People just take stuff and they
Crazy.
run with it and they lie. And I hadn't seen that video in years, but apparently she's on that video telling people that me and him had a relationship. And clearly she didn't listen. All she did was heard Kevin Wesley being spoken about. And all of a sudden she tied this thing as if we were working together. And if she would have
Yeah.
listened to the video, it was quite the opposite.
Right,
That
right.
lady is
They,
hell,
they,
boy.
yeah, they gonna try to run you off your whatever your topic, whatever your talking points are. They're gonna try to run you off of it. But you it's just time out for the brother for them accusing. You see, the devil's an accuser of the brother. So
Right,
all they're gonna do is keep bringing accusations that doesn't matter. We're talking about something that is really right here on, and we have all kind of evidence
right.
how they've been
Absolutely.
carrying out their activities. So,
Mm-hmm.
but what they're gonna do is gaslight, and try to throw an accusation out there, see if it'll stick. You know, and that's not that we come on, we too clever for that.
Mhm. Woo, child.
Them folks hell,
Honey.
boy.
I'm almost drunk, y'all. I was drinking and listening. Like, oh, she said what? He did what? Shot,
Put
shot.
that put
Time
that
to
cup
go to
down
sleep.
now. Don't put that damn cup down now. Where
Yeah.
your kids at? Hey, come get that cup from her. Hey, come get that damn cup.
Trigger Preacher, can you share your Facebook? I know a few people asked about that too. Also speak on Proverbs. Someone said that as well. So your Facebook and Proverbs were some requests from you in the chat, my love.
Okay. Yeah, my Facebook is Trigger Preacher. You should be able to find it right up under Trigger Preacher. So yeah, that should come up because that's typically where I'm at, you all. I'm on Trigger Preacher pretty much full time over there. I try to drop some things every now and then on YouTube. I haven't been active on YouTube. But I love you. You are powerful. Oh, I love you too, Kevin.
Hey,
Oh, I listen. I told my husband sitting here. I said that man got some intellect on him. Like we were going back and forth, and even when he caught cancer, go check them old messages, Kevin, and put it up and let them folks see who was in your inbox when that cancer came. Like, guess what, brother? I'm praying for you. I don't care We all make mistakes and fall short of the glory of God. And we're all trying to figure this thing out called life. And so at the end of the day, there's a lot of different belief systems. And so at the end of the day, we're being the best versions of ourselves that we know how to be. But I understand intellect and realness. And so, and that Kevin has that, you know what I mean? Even whatever he decides to do, we may not all agree. Nobody does. I mean, we can walk the same walk and we still won't agree. You know what I mean? With everything. So you love people where they
That's
Absolutely.
at.
right. That's
You love
right.
people where they at in spite of. You know what
That's
I'm saying? And so if I can help you, I'm gonna help you in spite of. You know what I mean? If I can do something for you, you know what I mean, to make your life better, I'm gonna do it, regardless of our stance. You know what I mean? So I got a daughter. She got a whole lot of gay friends. They love Trigger Preacher because I be telling them, y'all getting ready to go out. Y'all ain't doing right. Warning comes before destruction. They say, pray for me. I be like, yeah, I'm praying for you right now to cover you. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So I
Absolutely.
understand at the end of the day, the love part. So yeah, so I'm on Facebook as Trigger Preacher. And then to address that Proverbs 14:25, it says a truthful witness saves lives, but a false witness is a traitor. And that's exactly right. That's exactly right. So this is what happens. The Bible says that the truth shall make one free, right? But I always say a lie will keep a person in bondage. And so a lie can actually, as this Proverbs is saying, a false witness is a traitor, right? And so it actually cause more harm than they do good. And so, but we're here now because what? We're trying to save a life. That's exactly what we're doing, trying to help make one free. And when we do this and we continue to do this, we may be called to do this to vindicate for different people. You know what I mean? That's
That's
coming
it.
on because these
That's it.
doggone social media platforms is getting real raggedy right now. People can just say what they want to say. You know, they were scrutining me because I made a comment about one of the gospel singers. I said, hey, she out there, she's showing all her breast butt and everything. I can't, you worshiping God and bringing me into the presence of God. I can't see God because I'm looking at you, your breast, your butt, whatever I said, right? I had a right to that statement, right? But that's what I do, right? And so with that, they decided to take pictures of me and old stuff of me and blast it all the way around. But thank God I knew how to laugh it off. But some people don't. Some people don't. You know what I mean? And so that's what we're here based off Proverbs 14:25. We're here to help save a life.
That's it. That's
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's all.
Yeah.
Mm,
Mm. Wow, this was a powerful live. This live was good, good.
Absolutely. Joffy, me and you about to be on the same path, man. It looked like we going live at the same time tonight.
Oh,
oh,
y'all
for
both
real.
going live? I'm gonna be sleepity weepity.
Right.
I'm
And
Oh,
drunk.
you know,
Easily.
Trigger
I
Preacher,
know. I
one of my
yeah.
supporters messaged me and asked, can you say a prayer over
I
all the
literally
DV
pop
victims
get
that's
out of
because
my
a lot of
head.
people was triggered because of this
Yeah,
live. So,
get out of my head,
huh?
Pac. I said get out of my head. I literally
Somebody
just
say something?
yeah, can you not
Oh,
hear
you
me?
you was thinking the same thing as me?
Literally, I just unmuted
No, I
to
got it
say
low because
that
I'm on the phone with my fiance,
yeah, I feel
but I
like
got you on
yeah.
low. But
This, can
yep,
can you hear me talking?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
I can
Okay.
hear you.
Um, okay. This was a lot, and regardless, I think everything has to happen for a reason. And I'm sure this is going to trigger a lot of people and have triggered a lot of people. I want to be clear with some hate,
Definitely.
with some positive and a lot of hateful messages that I've received, and that's another reason why I've been quiet going through that. One, for the people that have been supporting me and rock with me, that my intent is not one of malice. Now, if
Hmm.
you nuck, I can buck, but you should know that my platform, I always choose peace first. So for those people that are messaging me, threatening me, and calling me names, please understand. I asked that young lady several times because I think it's fair if she understood the severity
Wow.
of the claims that she's making, and she was adamant. So when someone presents that, that is her fight and that is her truth and that's what she revealed. And my opinion still remains: any man that would do that does not receive my support. I don't care if it was someone that punched me in the face. I would still not wish for them to have a mate that is spitting on them and leaving marks on them. I think that is wrong and I think that is disgusting. And at the same token, if that is not true, I'm open to that conversation. But please be respectful and understand that this is someone that was releasing what they needed to say. They were asked if that is true. They were told again that this is serious statements, and they are adamant that they have receipts or whatever to support that. So that is her fight to fight, and something that she chose to release. So let's be clear there. So the message is, if you want to have a conversation with me, or even shed light to it being untrue, you can message me that. But you do not have to mention me being any names or the bitches that I've received just in this past 20 minutes. So with
It's
that said,
amazing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's amazing how they can get in your DM and call you out your name, all for you hosting a panel with somebody speaking facts about something that they've been wanting to hear. They need to hear. You know what I'm saying? They need to know the truth.
Well, you know what? You got to understand, it's not difficult for demons to do that. So, what you're dealing with is a demon, is a demonic person that has been possessed, that has given themselves over to that particular spirit. And that's what they do. They antagonize. And that's what they are supposed to do. But because that demonic spirit knows that it has no power, all it desires to do is to bully you. But when it realizes it has no power and you don't give into it, then guess what? What we say earlier, it deteriorates. And so whoever is allowing that spirit to use them, then we're going to speak to that spirit right now. And we're going to tell that spirit that you have no power. And we're going to strip this spirit from every particular weapon that they have accumulated illegally. No spirit has a right in this earth realm. He does not have a right to possess anybody. And so if he possesses a body, he does it illegally. And so we can speak to that spirit. And what we say to that spirit is, by the power of the blood of Jesus Christ, that spirit has to go and vanish from that individual. Today is that girl's day of deliverance in Jesus' name. We thank you for exposing yourself and exposing the spirit that you are dealing with. This is an antagonizing spirit. This is a spirit who feeds off of negativity. But we speak to that spirit right now, not under our power, but under the authority of the blood of Jesus. And we say, you have no power. Get away from her. Come up out of that thing right now in the name of Jesus. And we ask ministering angels right now to go in to fight on our behalf from the east, the west, the south, and the north, and to locate that spirit right now and to destroy that spirit because it's here illegally. And God, we thank you for what you have given us the authority and the power to do under the shed blood of Jesus. And that's what it's used for. We don't fight spiritual battles in a carnal way, but we fight it spiritually. And our weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but they are mighty to the pulling down of strongholds. And God, we ask that you do what none of us can do in the natural realm. But God, cease that mouth, cease that spirit, and arrest it and put it in the abyss where it deserves to be. As the Spirit asked Jesus when he was coming in, is it our time to go? Are we leaving earlier than we supposed to? But we're going to assume today, God, because it exposed itself, today was its day of expiration. And so allow it to expire, allow it to trip and tramp over its own self in Jesus' name. God, have your way. And we thank you.
Amen.
We thank you because
Amen.
we ain't scared over here because this battle is not about flesh and blood. It's principalities. But we got something to take care of that we don't have to take care of in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen.
Child, I was amening before you was even finished.
Amen, y'all.
I get
Amen.
chills every time Trigger Preacher talk, baby.
Amen.
Hey, is Kevin still in the chat? Kevin, you still in the chat, brother?
Mhm.
Uh, trying to holler at him real quick.
I'm gonna start calling Jaffe what is it? Struggle preacher. It was Peter.
Yo, I can't.
What Peter
Amen.
do, y'all? What Peter do? He make everybody laugh or something?
Yeah, that's
You got
Peter.
No,
Jaffe,
Peter,
Kevin
Peter.
responded that he's here.
You
Hey,
talking
Kevin.
about Peter in the Bible, Jaffe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
He was God. He was Jesus' right hand man. He was a fighter, man.
he was.
He was God, Jesus
Okay.
protector. That's what he did.
Hey, hold on.
Um,
Which one of them? Hold on. Yeah, listen. Which one of them cut the man ear off that time, man?
That was Peter.
Oh
That was
no, Peter.
Peter.
Oh, they done run down on Jesus. And Peter done put the sword out, hit him close
Yeah,
to the ear
yeah,
with that
that's him.
thing. Jesus done picked the man ear up, put the man ear back on top. Yo, Peter, chill, Peter. Don't, hey, let me go do my
Right.
bid, man.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yo,
I remember
upper
that.
echelon, you funny. Upper funny.
yeah, so Peter, aka Jaffe, Kevin answered and said that he's here because you was looking for him. So what was that?
Oh nah, hey, look, hey, can you shoot me a DM on Facebook? I can't DM. It won't let me send people a DM first or something. I don't know what the hell this thing. My damn thing. You got to DM me first. I don't know why it's like that. Won't let me call nobody or nothing. I be trying. I be trying to hit people up sometimes. They be like, "Damn, I bet they think I'm being funny."
Yeah.
Jaffe, I swear we needed you on this one because we needed some chuckles. We needed some
Man,
chuckles.
So that's
Yes.
the struggler preacher.
struggle preacher. I
Struggle,
Shout out
came.
to
struggle
I
Struggling
preacher.
done came.
Preacher.
I done came. Man, I'm wrong for that, man. I ain't mean to do that though. Like that was a mistake,
You
man.
stupid, Jeffy. I'm kidding.
And to answer that question, D Ham's business is it's mine yard. So you have to type in MINDYOD to get his page, and then it's
You
ham.
got to put a dash between the O and I mean the D and the H. You got to put a dash in between the D and the H. But go ahead, Kathy.
I'm
You can tell them.
I'm typing it as we speak. So it's
Yeah,
mind yard YOD. Is that correct?
yeah. Mind your D. Yep, mind your D.
Business.
Ham business.
But
So you
isn't it MANDYOD then the dash?
Yeah.
And then it's ham as in hamburger and business BIZ, right?
NES. That's right. Business. Yes, with one S.
Okay, so I
Hey
appreciate
yo,
that.
I was gonna go live. Hey, I'm gonna let you go ahead and do your thing, and I ain't gonna go live tonight, y'all. I'm gonna do it tomorrow night. I'm gonna wait it up for tomorrow night. Let you go ahead and get the flow.
Hey, Jaffe, you go. Just go ahead and do your live. I'm gonna join in on you.
Nah, man.
go ahead, Jeffy.
Oh, whatever. What I do? What happened? What I'm doing?
Joppy tag, y'all. Joppy tag.
Yeah,
Okay, if you want me to go ahead, Jaffe, I will. No, I don't have
yeah.
a
Go
problem
ahead,
because
man.
I
You go
plan on
ahead.
doing it.
Yeah. I
I
ain't know
think
nobody.
we all tired. We all
Y'all been
tired,
up.
I think,
Y'all
at this
been up.
point.
Well, first of all, y'all been up since 5 o'clock yesterday morning. Y'all all should be tired.
Man,
We
I'm
are
so
we are
glad.
tired.
Hey, if they think that girl Ashley is lying, I'm gonna tell y'all, man. That girl was loyal to Bree, yo.
Yes, she
She was
was.
straight up with her, yo. She was straight up with her. And microphone top over there making up shit, lying on people, and what that girl hell, man.
Y'all feed.
Yeah, we got we got some live coming up, so gonna wrap up here in a little bit. I want to take the time. I couldn't, it was too crazy in the chat, but I want to thank everybody for the cash apps, my new members, super chatters, my mods, panel for came up for coming up and giving me the support to the bus riders that we've been doing this for months and getting kicked off the bus. Tay, if you here, you move to the front of the bus. Thank y'all as well. Trigger preacher, words can't express your words. Not only do you speak them and you hear them, but you're felt. So I
Mhm.
thank you for blessing, literally, and I mean that, for blessing this
Amen.
panel as well, because I think we all need it. To any woman, I will say that's in a situation and you're being abused. There's centers and there's numbers for that. You do not deserve that. I would want you to get out of that situation. For anyone that has made false claims against anyone, I urge you to release that as well. And if anything is false and someone can dispute that, my messenger is open for that as well, to be fair. But we have to respect what someone shared and what they had to release and moving forward. Hope we can all just ensure that no one should be in that situation. No child should be in any situation, whether it's true or not. I'll still say allegedly, but if it is true, the children need to be protected, and I'll leave it there. respectfully. So, panel, y'all are up.
I'm sleepity weepity.
All right, guys. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate it. Love y'all. Love y'all. Thank you. Thank you, Chatty Cathy, for bringing me up.
Man, I
Retta,
appreciate you.
and Lupac, yeah, you girl, you wonderful. And Trigger Preacher, you an inspiration. I appreciate you, girl. Joffrey,
Amen.
you my dude, man. I've been trying to really connect with you, brother.
Man, we locked in. You already know that. We
Okay,
locked
now.
in for sure, man. I'm so glad to have you out. Yo, listen, you don't understand. I felt like yo, it felt like I was stuck out there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, where the hell everybody else at, man? I know y'all
Yeah,
ain't the only one that been here and know about this type of thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
right.
I was so glad to see you when you pulled up on me, yo. The first time you ever pulled up on me, man. We had a phone. I got off live. We was on the phone. I was like, yo, D-Ham, yo,
Yeah,
boy, listen. I'm
yeah.
happy to hear from you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like,
hey, can you catch that link for me tonight though?
yeah, I pull up on you for sure.
Okay, cool,
I'm definitely gonna pull up
cool.
on you.
Trigger Preacher, you
Can
more than
you
welcome. Hey, all of y'all more than welcome. We just gonna powwow out.
Amen.
smooches D Ham and
Thank
Joffrey.
y'all.
Hey, I
Thank
appreciate
y'all.
y'all, ladies, man. Everybody on this panel, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all been good. Yo, y'all been A1 steak sauce. Everything been good. You know what I'm saying? Everything been good, yo.
Yes, indeed.
It's good to hear from y'all, and I'm glad that everybody over here is locked in the way that they locked in and talking that good stuff, man. We need it. We
Okay.
need y'all.
Speaking that
Amen.
good
We are.
stuff and
Amen.
drink that good
Amen.
stuff.
All right.
and drinking it.
That part. I love y'all, family. And an extra to the creators that called this out in their videos months ago. You should feel okay knowing that you are not crazy from these alleged accusations. So there
Yeah.
have been a few people that have spoken on that. And for that, I hope you guys feel somewhat vindicated for knowing that you are not crazy because we heard something tonight that, should make you feel a little bit better. So I just wanted to point
Mhm,
that out.
mhm,
Thank you, my
mhm.
sisters. My Rets to go. Lupac, you already know. You already know Rets.
Yep,
All
yep.
right now.
All right, y'all. Love you guys. And Luke Pop
Love you.
voice. Love you
Uh,
guys.
All right. Love you guys.
All right, now y'all. Y'all be good. I'm
All
out.
right. Thanks, Cathy. Thank you all. Thank you, Lupac. On to my new sisters and brothers. I appreciate you all so much for having me.
Yes,
Thank,
yes.
thank you for joining. Thank you. You're
Amen.
welcome, y'all. Thank you, my Jim. Thank y'all.
Amen.
See y'all
I
in these
love you
streets.
too,
Okay.
Jim. Mm-mm.
Mm.
This was great, sister.